Hi there, this is Annalise Geer, your HR advisor and consultant, and today we're talking about employee background check. I know when you're a small business, hiring a new person can be a big deal. It's hard to find the skills that you're looking for at the price that you can afford. And if on top of that, you also have to spend time doing background check, you're probably wondering, is it really worth it? Well, let me tell you, it is. Just a quick story. One of my clients contacted me several months ago, and she was dealing with an employee who was out in jail because of her past catching up with her, and the business owner was trying to take a vacation and just could not because our key employee was out of the office. So if you're about to recruit a new employee, or if you're periodically recruiting employees, you might want to pay attention to this. One thing you probably already know is that if you're employing somebody, you have to make sure that they are legal in the country. And that's called the I-9 form, which is basically the verification of employment. Everybody has to do it, every employer, regarding of size, regarding of industry. So that's the one unavoidable check that you have to do on any new employee with the I-9 form. Something else that many organizations do as well is the criminal background check. Things are changing rapidly in the area of criminal background check. Long gone are the days where you could have a blanket exclusion on arrests, and thank God, because so many people get arrested but no charges ever gets pressed against them. So it would be a shame to prohibit and prevent you from employing people just because they've been arrested. The other exclusion, blanket exclusion you want to avoid is excluding people because of a criminal conviction. It's probably wise to take a closer look at the type of criminal conviction and whether it pertains to the business that you're engaged in. Another thing that most employees do, and that doesn't cost any money, is reference check. Probably on your application or during the interview, the prospective employee has given you the name of a previous employer. Go call that person, ask them what type of jobs they did, how long they were employed, and even try to ask if they would consider hiring that person again. If there is a long, embarrassed silence, you probably have your answer. If they effusively say, oh yes, we'd love to have them back, you're probably feeling good about it, and you should. So those are the three basic types of reference background checks that most employers should do in the pre-employment phase. The I-9, the criminal background, and the reference check for previous employment. In some cases, depending on the nature of the position, it might be wise to consider doing a credit check and also a drug testing. Those are two things that obviously are a little bit more expensive, may require a little bit more time, but depending on the type of industry that you're in and the type of position, let's say somebody's going to handle your finances, is your payroll clerk or your account receivable or payable employee, you want to make sure that they don't have a very heavy credit history. And a bonus for those of you who are listening to the video till the very end is consider doing a driving record if that employee, if that position requires extensive driving. You don't want to have somebody who has a lot of points taken out of their license, and at the next infraction, they're out of a driver's license and basically out of commission as far as you're concerned. So these are my tips for you in terms of employee background checks. And till later, See you and best of success.